Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Face in your face.
What the hell is going on down there?
Face in your face.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron. Now, for the benefit of those of you who are not familiar with the channel or watching this channel for the first time, the reason why it is called Uncommon Sense because here on this platform, we discuss everyday issues where we try to find logical solutions. But not everyone uses logic. So that reason it is called Uncommon Sense. I want to let everybody know that I'm currently live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And also I need to let everybody know that the subscriber mode has been enabled, meaning if you're not a subscriber and you wish to enter a comment in the chat, you must subscribe to the channel. I also have another channel called Latina Diaspora, where I discuss issues pertaining to Latinos living in the United States. There is a link in the description. Should you wish to enter that channel. Again, first of all, I just want to apologize. I kind of slept a little bit, but nevertheless, I'm here. As always, I want to give a huge shout out to all those who have already subscribed to the channel, whether you've been a supporter from the very beginning or just recently joined. So I also want to give a huge shout out to all those who follow me on social media, as well as those who allow me to enter in your devices, and those who watch from the clouds, even the haters. So what I'm going to ask you to do, if you have not done so already, I'm going to ask you to subscribe, like, and hit the bell notification, set the bell notifications on. So therefore, whenever I do produce content, you have the opportunity to catch it live or catch it on the playback. Now, tonight's stream is going to be a little different. This is just going to be a reaction video to another stream regarding how a young lady let a good man go, but yet was able to take accountability for her actions. Now, before we get into the main topic, we're going to have another episode of In My Words. So I'm going to start by, first of all, the baseball world was hit with some bad news. Fernando Valenzuela, who was a longtime pitcher, mainly for the Los Angeles Dodgers, unfortunately passed away at age 63. Now, no one really knows why he passed away, but those of you who follow Major League Baseball are aware that he began playing with the Los Angeles Dodgers in 1981, and he was an immediate rookie sensation. They recorded songs about him, and he also helped the Los Angeles Dodgers win the World Series against my beloved New York Yankees. So our hearts go out to family of Fernando Valenzuela. He was only 63 when he passed away. Okay. Now, for those of you who are not aware, our friend Gigi is back. So she did a live stream earlier today with a new channel. Um, of course, I have not yet seen the entire stream. I've watched maybe 2/3 of it. But basically, she has she has an interesting people on the panel. One of them was Aurora. For those of you who are not familiar, she is a young YouTube creator who is mixed and who has produced a lot of great content. Okay, so I'm gonna ask that you show some love for her and subscribe to the channel. So among the other people that was on the panel, you had Irby, right, one of my most faithful supporters. You also had Multi, and you also had the 18th letter. So she, Gigi was just illustrating her story as a YouTube creator and all the issues that she dealt with, and issues regarding those who hate her and think I hate her content. So it's glad to see Gigi in these YouTube streets, and of course the haters are going to be hating again. But the fact of the matter is, if you have people who are constantly hating on you, it could be because they fear you, or they could be because they're jealous of you. That being the case, um, next week I'm going to be doing in fact, Monday, I'm going to be doing a stream regarding why I don't observe Halloween. Okay. First of all, let me just state for the record that I have nothing against those who do observe Halloween. Okay. It's just that I prefer not to, mainly because um, the origins of some of the customs that occur with Halloween. One of them have to be trick or treat, where kids go knocking on people's houses, begging for candy. Okay. And also the idea of wearing costumes to try to uh, alter one's appearance and things of that nature. So I will be giving my discussion on why I don't observe Halloween. Okay. So, and of course, everyone will be allowed to express their point of view. Um, this is not meant to be a put down on those who do observe Halloween. It was that I happen choose not to, and that's the beauty part of this country is its diversity. Also, regarding the fact people can observe or not observe whatever holidays or special days that they wish. And again, one thing we have to understand, this is not an echo chamber here. Everyone, and I repeat, everyone has the right to express their point of view as they see fit. The only thing I request is that we all be mutually respectable with each other. So, with that being said, we're going to get into the main topic. So, before I continue, let me just state that the link to join the panel has been pinned. Should anyone, and I repeat, anyone, wishes to hit that link and express their point of view regarding the topic that's being discussed, they can do so. And let me just state, and I will continue to state this, if I've never seen you before or heard from you before, I will insist that you come up in the backstage to make sure that no one flashes anything inappropriate, which would cause the people of YouTube to take down the stream. Now, one thing I'm going to try to do is conduct an interview with Aurora so we, the uncommon folk, can find out about her. And of course, she'll have an opportunity to talk about herself and her channel and some of the things that issues that she has endured. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, excuse me, I'm just going to share my screen. Let's see. No. Okay. Oh, okay, just give me a moment. Okay. Just bear with me, folks, because anyway, just give me a. Okay, just bear with me a few moments, please. Let me just. Okay. Okay. Come on. And okay, just bear with me because unfortunately my computer sometimes takes a long time to load. Ugh. Okay, folks, come on. Okay. 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 Just give me a moment, folks. Come on. Okay. Okay. Now, let me just state for the record that this video that I'm going to share is under fair use for the purposes of giving my own critique. Okay, this is not meant to be a put down anything, but what I really appreciate about this young lady is that, first of all, she herself admitted that she made a serious mistake. She did have a serious relationship with a man. However, due to her actions, she lost the man. So the fact of the matter is, she's owning up to this mistake, and she's trying to warn other women not to make the same mistake that she made. So it's something that we can all learn. Okay, and it came from a YouTube creator known as Carlos King, which I did subscribe to his channel, and I would suggest that you check out his content as well. So, oh, come on. So what I'm going to do is, again, play the video, okay, and again, under fair use. Come on. Come on. Oh, boy. This is not my day, folks. I apologize.
And also, I do have the raffle going on right now. Y'all might want to go down there in the comment section, get you some tickets if you don't know what I'm talking about. I have a 2025 Chevy Trax that I'm raffling off in a couple of more weeks. So y'all might want to go down there and get y'all some tickets and things like that. That way y'all can take a chance at winning this car. But other than that, man, we're finna get straight.
Okay. No offense.
Hotness.
Okay.
I was thinking I was the shit and had options. And I did. But they wasn't good options. I ended up losing a man that I would call 3 o'clock in the morning because I wanted to cut him. And this man was coming town to see me. You know what I mean? 3 o'clock in the morning. What man you know doing that? I had a man that knew me and my son was in the house hot as fuck. He went out of his way and spent $300 on getting me and my baby an air conditioner to put in our house. And me and that man ended up hitting a rough patch in our relationship. And I decided.
Come on.
Did that. You know, if I had known better, I would have done better. And every day I'm working towards trying to forgive myself for that because he didn't deserve that.
Good evening, Irby. Thank you very much for stopping by. So the topic for tonight is how to lose a good man. So I'm just doing a reaction to a video that that Carlos King uploaded regarding a woman who made a serious mistake, let go of a good guy, and is taking accountability. So now we will continue giving our critique again under fair use.
And it's really messed up, you know, that in this video about the end, that's why I paused. I'm going to go see if there's another part. But I do want to say this right here. A lot of people do that. They always seeking for something else and not even realizing what they have in front of them. You know, you can be blessed in so many different ways, you know, above so many measures to the point where you get blinded by this. And you know what I am shocked about is her holding herself accountable the way that she is, because it's very, very rare to hear a woman hold themselves accountable like this, you know. And it seems like that she did lose a good man, you know, in my personal opinion. And not just because he would come at 3 a.m. or buy her this and buy her that. It seems like he was a genuine person to her and her children, you know. And sometimes you got to watch out for that, because a lot of people do come around being like that just to get you to feel like she's feeling right now, you know. Some people really try to play manipulative games and stuff like that. So you got to decipher the real from the fake. And I feel like that's what she's done. You know, she probably have dealt with people.
Okay. Now he is illustrating a very interesting point. First of all, you have to value who you have. You need to value those people in your life that are bringing positivity to you. You have to value those who care about you, who respect you, who love you. And it's very easy that we can gain someone like that, and at the same time, we can lose someone like that. Good evening, Gigi. Thank you very much for stopping by. And of course, again, thank you for allowing me on your platform. This is what I'm doing is a reaction video regarding a video that Carlos King aired regarding a woman who made a serious mistake, let go of a good guy, but she's taking accountability for herself. So in the midst of her errors, okay, which she freely admitted, she's trying to, to use her story to make sure that other people, both male and female, do not make the same mistake. So again, we will continue again on the phase.
People who was kind of like him and shit like that, but overall they wasn't like him. You know, you never really understand what you have until you really don't have access to it anymore. That's why when I'm done with the situation or I'm not dealing with somebody, I don't want to give them no access to me. You don't deserve me. It's obvious that you don't. You feel me? But yeah, I just love the fact that she's holding herself accountable. I never ever seen this to this magnitude. And she said that she's fighting with herself about this every single day down there. And it's like, you know what a lot of people are going through once they missed over a good person. That's why you got to cherish the good, genuine people in your life. They're not.
Now, again, he made a good point. Again, you need to cherish the good people that God puts in your life. Okay. Now, I think it's clear that she's being remorseful regarding the course of actions that she's taken. And again, she's taking responsibility. And this is the thing. I can deal with someone who made mistakes, but yet they own up to it. They take accountability. That's a problem today, that we have many people who done terrible things, but yet they choose not to take accountability for their actions. So the fact that she's doing so, that speaks volumes. And I think she can recover. I think she will recover. And the next person, the next guy, the quality guy that enters in her life, I truly think she's going to treasure him. But she's going to need to heal mentally and emotionally, okay? Because unfortunately, what happened is hurt people hurt people. So now we will continue again on the failures.
Probably already knew there was a soulmate, you know, but hey, let's get back into it.
Women make mistakes too. It really ain't all the men that out here that be cheating and lying and doing stuff like that. Like women have babies on men too, and I'm sadly one. But I love my kids.
Oh man,
everything in me.
I know that hurt him.
And I wouldn't trade them for nothing in the world. But I just wish I would have picked a better father for them. Their options, because I thought they was better.
Okay. Now, she said herself, she could have picked better. But let's keep it real. All of us have made mistakes when it comes to the people of the opposite sex, both male and female. Okay? And a lot of times we project on others and we blame others for our own discretions. So it's very refreshing to see this young lady, and she looks like she's in her 20s. I really don't know her age, but she has the maturity to accept accountability for her actions. That's something. Now there's a little bit more with the video clip. Let me just, and again, we will continue on the fair use.
That's her name if y'all want to go holler at her.
I just want to say thank you to those that are appreciative of my vulnerability and me sharing my story. And not only that, my accountability, because I know what I did was wrong. I know that. And I know I shouldn't have did that to that man. And I know that too. And he didn't deserve that. But for a lot of y'all to say that I don't deserve love or, just really speaking negatively on my life is very wrong of you. Mm-hmm. That is very, very wrong of you. And shame on you for that.
Now, again, this is another point. Apparently, there were people who entered her TikTok being very judgmental. Okay? Until you walk into a person's shoes, you don't know what they go through. Okay? And remember, when you point the accusing finger at one person, 4 people are pointed back towards you. Okay? And this is the thing. Unless you are perfect in everything that you do, uh, spare the judgment for another time. Okay? And this is the thing. Some of us, we can be extremely self-righteous and get on our more high horse and act holier than thou. Okay? And let me just give you a perfect example. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. When it comes to my divorce, both me and my ex-wife were responsible. It takes 2 people to have an argument. It takes 2 people to have a marriage. It takes 2 people to save a marriage. It also takes 2 people to destroy marriage. Okay? I'm happy to say that my ex-wife did find somebody else, and she did get married. And I actually congratulated my ex-wife. Why? Because that's what mature people do. We didn't mesh together as a married couple, so we had to go our separate ways. I don't hate my ex-wife. I don't have a grudge against my ex-wife. It's just that it didn't work out. But unfortunately, to have people going after this young lady, and mind you, she took accountability for what she did. She didn't try to blame the dude. She didn't try to blame her circumstances. She accepted accountability. Okay? I have more respect for a person who admit their mistake and takes accountability than someone who try to pass the blame to somebody else. There's a little bit more left of the clip, and we will continue. And then after that, we're going to have a discussion. And again, this is fair use.
Because I know a lot of y'all couldn't even come on this app and show accountability for the actions that y'all did. Y'all still walking around here lying now.
Facts.
Okay?
Facts.
Trying to lie at somebody else and not taking accountable and not being accountable for y'all actions. Hurt people and act like y'all never made a mistake. I just really hope y'all never have to get on this app like I did and be vulnerable and share their options because I thought they was better.
Okay. Now, you see, again, I'll give this lady a lot of credit in another way. She could have wished ill on her detractors. The only thing she said was she hopes that they don't experience what she did. She could have just as easily been vengeful and calling everything but a child of God. Well, she said that she hopes that they never have to experience what she went through. Okay. And mind you, folks, she took accountability for her actions. Okay. Because when we think about the millennials and the Gen Z people, a lot of people like to talk about how they don't want to take accountability for their actions. Some don't, others do. This lady, and yes, she is a lady, folks, took accountability for her actions. And she gets my highest respect for that. So we will continue. Okay. Again, fair use.
Had a day y'all deserve.
that's the end of that video, man. I hope that she do come out with another part so I can add it to this video. But I love the accountability, and I really do hate that people are out here playing games with people being lame and weird as hell when all you gotta do is tell the truth, bro. You know, leaving people on playing games with people and stuff like that really ain't what's up, man. And you don't even realize how much karma you're building up on yourself. You're gonna receive what you just put out into the universe, man. You know, so yeah. But in her situation right here, I feel like even if she was in a better situation with another man, she's still gonna, have a yearning feeling, about what.
Again, this young YouTuber is making another good point. Even should this young lady find a dude that could look past the fact that she's a single mom, that she has a kid, and that he's willing to value her warts and all, she's still in the background. She's going to be thinking about the fact that she hurt the other dude and that she lost a good dude because of her actions. This is going to be my recommendation for what it's worth. That she seeks therapy, okay, to heal from the trauma that she's experiencing. Because again, folks, hurt people hurt people. We've seen it here in these YouTube streets, how certain individuals, certain content creators have untreated trauma. And as a result, they have become bitter, angry people, vengeful people, and how they try to destroy people's lives, as far how they try to ruin reputations because they have untreated trauma that's never been dealt with. So we will continue again under fair use.
She lost in the past, but when you do get in different situations and stuff like that with other people, you do kind of forget about things and stuff like that. But I can tell the way that she's feeling right now. Over time, it might be, dead up, but right now it's eating her alive, and then it is what it is. But yeah, man, stop playing games with people, bro. Stop lying, stop doing all the other type of stuff. If you horny as hell, bro, and you can't control yourself, and you gotta deal with multiple people, and you gotta pop cat up, get beat out to different people and stuff like that consistently over time and stuff like that, bro. Just leave people alone or let them know what the hell is going on from the beginning. That way, y'all can have a good.
Now, again, he's bringing another good point, which is the following. If you know in your heart of hearts you are unable or you're not prepared to be in a monogamous relationship, don't get into a relationship with one individual. Or at the very least, you come out and you say to the person that you wish to pursue, hey, I wish to pursue a relationship with you, but I want to exercise other options. And then you leave it to the other person to make a decision how to proceed. But don't pretend that you are prepared to be and maintain a monogamous relationship if you're too busy trying to get access to the box for a bunch of women. Exactly, Irby. Keep it real. Okay. Look, there might be some people that may be cool for the fact that you want to get with it with other people. Other people don't. But when you are not honest and you do this covertly, you're causing a great deal of harm to that person because that person does not deserve it. That person deserves honesty. Okay, so now we will continue this a little bit more again on the fair use.
Somebody else can definitely turn your ass up in another way. You know, you can be out here thinking everything cool and lose your job, and some of the times, man, it be because of what you did to someone else. You know, now you gotta feel what they feel, but in a different way. That's just how I feel about it. But hey, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this situation. Y'all like, comment, subscribe if you're rocking with the channel. Other than that, I will holler at y'all later on another video. Bye.
Okay, we're gonna park it here. Okay, just give me a moment. Oh, come on. Okay. Let me just highlight these comments. Yes. Now, like I said before, and then it takes a lot of courage on her part to actually confess what she did. Okay? She could have just kept it to herself, but she did not. She could have blamed the dude for whatever happened. She did not. She decided to take accountability for her actions. Okay. And I do sincerely hope that she finds love. I think that she will. But in all fairness, she does need to seek counseling. I don't know in what city that she is in. I don't know what state that she is in, but I'm sure that there are mental health resources available, either free or low cost. If I actually have the opportunity to speak with this young lady, I will highly recommend that she seeks therapy. I commend her for being honest. I commend her for taking accountability for her actions. Okay? Because as I stated before, we're living in a time where people, and let's not put it all on the millennial and Gen Z people, because we also have baby boomers, people of my generation that never learned to take accountability. We need to be honest about it, folks. Okay? Because one of the problems is that we can be hypercritical of the younger generations, okay, and why they don't follow our example. It could be maybe we're not giving them a good example to follow. Okay. Last year, I believe, I did this. You're right, Irby. It's not just young people. Okay. And this is the thing, because unfortunately, you have some people of my generation and the Gen X generation trying to put it all on the millennial and Gen Z people. Okay, we have baby boomers who made poor decisions. We have Gen X people who made poor decisions. Okay, it's not always the millennials or the Gen Z people. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the link again, even though I did pin it. Okay. And of course, you can take an opportunity to hit the panel and express your point of view. Now, again, I highly commend her for being honest. I commend her for being brave. I commend her for actually admitting some stuff, and you can see that it was painful for her. Okay. But again, kudos to this young lady. I'm going to try to follow her. Okay. Well, what happened was apparently she did not, okay. According to her own words, she hit a rough patch with her relationship with the dude, and she let him go. Okay. And again, let me just make this perfectly clear. Okay. We all go through rough patches in our relationship. All of us. Everyone that's been in a serious relationship, we all gone through difficult times. Okay. There have been times when we argue. There's times that we disagree. And sometimes those disagreements could be very harsh. And sometimes we say hurtful things. Okay. However, for a relationship to work, we both need to be honest with each other. We both must express how we feel. If the partner hurts us, we need to explain in a calm fashion why they did hurt us. And when we hurt our loved ones, we need to take accountability for the actions we did. Okay. And we need to acknowledge our mistakes. And we need to take steps to heal the harm that we created. Okay? Because remember, it takes two people to have an argument. Okay? So that was the situation. And basically they went through a rough situation, and for reasons perhaps only known to her, she was not able to resolve those differences. Okay. And based on her description, the dude was a good guy. Okay. But unfortunately, and I'm going to say this, women and men make this mistake. Okay. Because I'm not going to get here and I'm going to blame women all the time for everything that goes wrong, because we have a role in this. Okay. Because it takes two people to have an argument. Okay. But unfortunately, we are too busy defending ourselves. We're too busy, being led by our emotions to acknowledge that it takes two people to have an argument. It also takes two people to maintain a relationship. Okay. And there have been various YouTube creators here. I'm not going to mention any names. Then, of course, they have issues with the past with their significant others. Some of them were able to resolve those issues. Others, they could not. That's the reality. But in any case, I've been talking for about 45 minutes. So What is your observation regarding this young lady? Do you think she's being genuine? Do you think that she's basically trying to pull a leg or what have you? I tend to believe that she's being genuine. Okay. And I think she is being remorseful regarding her actions. I do believe that she's that she's out there to make sure that people, and I'm gonna put it out there that both men and women don't make the same mistake. Okay, if they truly value someone, value that person. Let that person know how important they are. Let that person know that you appreciate their presence. Let that person know that you appreciate all that they do. Particularly if you are a single mom and the dude is all prepared to be a positive male parental figure for a child that's not his. Okay, this is interesting. Yeah, she's probably truthful. People make mistakes. Exactly. Exactly. Now, come on. Let's keep it a real. Let's keep it 100. All the people that out here in these YouTube streets that cause harm to us, how many of them are actually taking accountability? How many? Not many. I will submit to you, none. None. Okay. Now, of course, I'm not going to mention anybody's names because, first of all, I don't want to give them any shine. Number one, number two, of course, what they're going to do is like do 5,000 streams and complaining about how this old senile old man is talking smack about them. Okay, exactly. All I'm doing is talking facts. Okay, that is all I am doing. Okay. And again, this show is called Uncommon Sense. Let's see. We all have our hearts broken. All have broken hearts. Is the light right? And women find men that taking them seriously with kids every day. These men have kids as well. Okay. Interesting avatar, Gigi. Interesting avatar. I'm assuming that's you and not a troll. Well, even if you are a troll, I mean, it's okay. But getting back, and again, I could be wrong, but in my estimation, she is a young lady that's taking accountability. Okay. And let me tell you something. I respect a person very much if they're willing to take accountability for their actions. I honestly do. And I also highly commend anyone that goes out there and state their case and state the mistakes that they made as a cautionary tale. Okay. I remember the story regarding Mickey Mantle. Now, Mickey Mantle was one of the best baseball players in the 50s and the 60s. I mean, he can do it all. He can hit. He can hit for high average. He can run. He can hit with power. He can field. I mean, He won, I think, 2 or 3 MVP awards. He has had the World Series record for the most home runs and things of that nature. Okay. He was a great player. However, he could have been a better player if he didn't have an issue consuming alcohol. Okay. Unfortunately, he grew up with the concept that you have to enjoy life because tomorrow was not promised to anyone. And when he became sick in the 90s, um, he did receive a liver transplant. And in dealing with his sickness, what he did was he became a role model of what not to do. And he took accountability for the fact that he didn't take proper care of his body. Okay, and let's keep it real. If he had taken proper care of his body, he could easily have hit 600 or 700 home runs. He could he could have played baseball for 20 years. Okay, unfortunately, um, he played hurt, and actually, um, there is this one picture of him, and it lists all the injuries that Mickey Mantle has. I mean, we're talking about legs, we're talking about arms, we're talking about ankles, feet. I mean, this man was like a, I mean, he went through multiple injuries. Okay, and also he consumed large amounts of alcohol. Now, let me make this perfectly clear. There's nothing wrong with having a drink now and then, okay? Particularly if you're talking about a special occasion. Okay, that's another example, okay? Now, it's a shame that when you have individuals that are blessed with great talent, whether it be in baseball, whether it be in basketball, whether it be in football or any or play in any professional level, they be so gifted, but yet not to take proper care of themselves. That's a shame. That is a shame. But like this young lady, Mickey Mantle took accountability for his actions. He took accountability late in life, but he took accountability. Okay. And he passed away at a young age of 63. Okay. Just to put it in perspective, I'm 62 now. But in any case, um, I'm so happy that this young lady actually took accountability for her actions. Okay. So it looks like no one is going to hit the link. So let me just discuss with you. Oh, before now, I'm not going to be doing a stream tomorrow night because I'm going to be going out. Okay, I'm going to go to a banquet here in New York, um, and I think the president of my local is being honored, so I get to attend as a guest of the union, which means, of course, I'll be attending a fancy banquet and I'm going to do some dancing, or more likely, try to do some dancing. Okay. Um, I'm not going to say I'm the best dancer in the world, but I'm going to give it a shot. Okay. So that's the reason why um, I'm not doing a stream tomorrow night. Now, in all fairness, this stream that I'm doing tonight, it was originally scheduled for last night. Okay, it does that. The reason why, because I actually attended a rally supporting Kamala Harris. And actually, it was the shortest rally that I ever attended. It lasted only about 30 to 45 minutes. Okay. And one thing that I am happy to report that 150 members of our local was present to show our support for the person that I truly believe should become president. And then after that, um, that we took a group picture. And then after that, the officers and staff did a nice thing and invited those who stayed out to dinner. Yes, I already voted. In fact, what I did was I voted, uh, I mailed my ballot in already. Okay. And right now we are in the middle of early voting here in New York, which will end, unless I am mistaken, on Sunday the 3rd. Which reminds me, the week of the 3rd, the scheduling is going to be a little bit more fluid because I will not be doing a stream on Monday and Tuesday. I'll probably do my first stream will probably be Wednesday, so it's probably Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I usually don't do it back to back to back. It's just that I'm going to be busy that week, and you gotta try to do your streams when you're able. Okay, and then the following week, I will be in San Diego attending a conference. So I will know more or less what my schedule is going to be like. And of course, I'm going to be in California, which means it's a 3 hour time difference, which means any streams that I will do, it'll probably be late night, which if I do it 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, it'll be 1 o'clock in the East Coast, which might be too late for some people. I don't know. I'll just have to wait and see how does that go. Okay. I will have some information, not this week, not next week, but the following week. And Monday, I will be doing a stream regarding why I don't observe Halloween. Okay. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be discussing my facts, and I'm going to discuss why I don't observe Halloween. It does not mean that I'm going to be critical of people that do. That's up to you. Okay. It says that I'm not too crazy about a holiday where the custom comes from that's for some things that Christians should not do, in my humble opinion. But again, this is no disrespect, this is no diss to those who do observe Halloween. And we can have a discussion. We can disagree. The thing is, let's be agreeable when we disagree. Okay. And this is one of the things that I love about this channel, is that we're able to have mature conversation regarding things that we disagree because my audience is mature enough to deal with it. Okay, this is not an echo chamber here. So, with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up and I'm going to state this. And again, huge shout out to this young lady for actually having the courage to come up with her truth. A huge shout out for her to take accountability for her actions and to bear her soul. Okay. And to deal with the naysayers and those who are extremely judgmental regarding her mistakes. And again, let me state this: if you unless you have been in her footsteps, you have no right to condemn. And I'm going to end this by giving a biblical analysis. Okay, in the Gospel of John, there was a situation where a woman was caught committing adultery. She was caught in that. And actually, so these Pharisees actually showed her this lady getting busy. Okay. So what they did was they brought this lady to Jesus in an attempt to try to trick Jesus and trap him. Okay. And they stated that in the Old Testament, when a woman is caught committing adultery, she is to be stoned. What they neglect to state is that both her and the dude that actually did this sinful sexual act are to be stoned. And you know how Jesus dealt with that? He said, let those who without sin cast the first stone. So all that angry mob of men who were so anxious to stone this lady, and yes, she's a lady, starting with the older ones and then ending with the younger ones. And then all of them left, one by one. So it was Jesus and the lady that committed adultery. So Jesus asked her, has anyone condemned you? She answered, no. Then Jesus said, neither I do condemn you. Go and sin no more. Okay. And again, this lady who committed adultery took accountability for her actions. And all that Jesus did was to tell her, go in peace and sin no more. Okay. How easy for us to be judgmental, okay? Particularly if we never walk in their shoes. And I know with some people they may not like the biblical ending on the biblical note, but then again, this is my platform and I get to do whatever the fluff I want. Okay. But in any case, I really do appreciate those who watch from the clouds, those who were in the chat, and of course the playback crew. Please do your thing, and make whatever observations, what have you. You could agree, disagree, whatever. Or as is, good evening, Risa. That was he gave a bar. Okay, thank you very much for stopping by. Actually, what I did was I did a reaction video regarding a YouTube creator called Carlos King about a woman that was brave enough um, to take accountability for her actions. She had a relationship by her own definition, a good guy. Unfortunately, they hit a rough patch using her own words, and she lost the dude. The dude appeared to be, very faithful, love her child, and let him go. And what she did was she decided to share her story in social media to make sure that other people don't make the same mistake she made. Okay. Unfortunately, you have certain people who got a little salty and badmouth this lady and what have you. And again, folks, this is gonna sound like a broken record, but I'm gonna say it anyway because again, this is my platform. If you have not walked in her shoes, you don't know what she went through. Stop being so bloody judgmental, okay? And particularly when it comes to a person that's taking accountability for her actions. And again, mad props to her for being brave enough to share her story. Mad props for her for being brave enough to acknowledge what she did. Mad props for her to use this as a cautionary tale so that people, both men and women, don't make the same mistake. Okay, the problem is that these people, they were ragging this young lady over her mistakes. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being judgmental if you're being judgmental in a form of correction, but dragging her through the mud and not wishing that she'd be happy. That's sad. That is sad indeed. But again, a huge shout out to her. I'm gonna see if I can locate her on TikTok. I really would want to follow her. And let's see this. I think the fact that they're out because she probably messed up with her baby father. Okay, you know what? Okay, I have never had to deal with baby mama drama because I've been fortunate not to get anyone pregnant. Okay, but at the same time, I'm not going to be judgmental to those dudes that does have baby mamas. Again, we don't know what they went through, and that's something we all have to bear in mind. We all have to bear in mind. We all have to take into consideration. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do, Risa? I'm gonna make you a mod. Okay. I just wish I can. Okay, I'm gonna try to make you a mod. I don't know why I can't, but in any case, I do appreciate your support. I do appreciate your time. And I'm happy to report that this platform has over 150,000 views. Okay. And it's people like you who made it possible because week in and week out, you catch my content, whether it be live or on the playback, whether it be the stream or whether it be on the shorts. Okay. So I really appreciate all of you. Okay. So with that being said, I'm gonna wrap this up. Okay. Let's see. She had a good man who should never been with her, but so yeah, so she should get dragged. Uh like I said before, it's very easy for us to make judgments. But in any case, I'm gonna wrap this up by saying, of course, we must do everything possible to avoid the presence of the mentally and intellectually challenged, because if we fail to do so, we will be infected by their stupidity and massive insanity. This has been another episode of Uncommon Sense with Jose Negro. And I just want to wish all of you a wonderful good night. I hope you have an enjoyable weekend, and always strive to be the best version of yourselves. So take care and peace.